Hello everyone. I trust that this has been a good start to our class on financial management in the nonprofit sector. Module 1 kicked us off with helping us understand some of the basic philosophical and structural underpinnings of nonprofit finance. Our reading set the tone by reminding us of the importance of structure and governance and the three entities that are critical to financial management, namely the board, the CEO or executive director, and any associated staff. Each play a role in financial affairs. For many of you who have recently explored the ins and outs of board governance and leadership, this should come as no surprise. Central to this week's module was the main focus of the discussion, and that was on some of the distinguishing financial characteristics of nonprofits, and this question of the likeliness of it to a business. In that discussion, I was intrigued by the variation of responses, the variety of responses to this question, and each of you brought up several good aspects and typical descriptors of a business environment. The bottom line, of course, is that nonprofits are in fact a business from the standpoint that operationally, fiscal manage is just that, management. Yet, at the same time, nonprofits by their very nature have some fundamental philosophical differences when it comes to things like managing surpluses, juxtaposed with fidelity to the mission and vision of the organization. All this sets us up for our journey into those specific financial concepts that nonprofit leaders should be aware of. By understanding a few accounting and finance principles and how they impact the organization, nonprofit leaders can be more confident when decisions are to be made in light of the financial bottom line. I want to quickly comment on some of what I've noticed in this initial first week online, specifically the discussion thread. I appreciated your insight on your own experience and shared that with each other. Material like this can seem esoteric and removed from the real world, and so applying these ideas in action made for a richer discussion. I also like your attempts to support your statements from the research. Keep that up. Remember that in summarizing research, the key is to extract the main point from that reference as it applies directly to what you have to say. Also, examining parts and themes from research, again as it applies to your setting, will serve you well. All this is important because in the upcoming assignments, you'll be doing research into some of the bigger financial issues impacting nonprofits, and then delve into an assignment that will be analytical in nature. When the time comes, I'll cover my expectations for those. In the next module, we'll turn our attention to exploring those internal and external issues that impact nonprofit finance and also examine how governance and ultimately leadership impacts things like donations. That will be an interesting and fun discussion. For now, please continue your good work on the discussion thread throughout the weekend and don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or comments. I will see you all online.